Hi, people. So, today's video, I want to speak about how your net worth is a direct result of your self worth. So, basically, what I mean by this is that however you view yourself is the level you will get to on the money you can earn in your life. So, if you have zero self worth, no self confidence, you think you are worthless, then your bank balance will be worth less, or your assets, your things you have. The less you think of yourself, the less of an ability you have to make money or to create wealth of any kind. You know, wealth is not just money. Net worth can be the things like getting a house, getting a nice car, starting a family, making a business, all these things. When you have low self worth, you can't get a partner, you can't have the confidence to start a business. You don't see yourself as worth any of these things. So your net worth is a direct reflection of your self worth. So speaking a little bit about this and how people are living their life with low self worth and how that will affect the future, I want to go through this. So here we have the present moment. That's right now me making this video and talking about this. So this is made up of our thoughts, our actions, our emotions, and our beliefs. So the things we are thinking and the things we are doing, basically. The future. So this is the consequences of the present moment. So present moment, I am making this video. The consequence of me making this video is that I will then upload it and post it onto my TikTok channel. So my future experience is a direct result of my present moment, what I am doing right now. But the past is our past experiences. And this is experiences, especially emotional ones, that leave a memory. So the past is just memories because a lot of things that we do day to day, you don't even remember doing. So that can't really be classed as the past because it just no longer exists. You understand? That small walk from your bedroom to your bathroom, or these small things that you don't remember doing at the end of the day and that will never make a lasting impression, that's gone into space and time. The past I'm talking about here is these emotional experiences, things that you experience or things that you observe, which are highly emotional to you and leave a memory. So how you should be living this present moment, you should be spending it doing things, thinking, your actions, your emotions, your beliefs, controlling these things so that your consequences of this present moment is your desire. Your future is your desire. If you can control your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, and your beliefs in the present moment to focus and have your attention on things that matter for the desire, habits you need for the desire, actions to take, thoughts to think, emotions to have, reactions to have. If you can do all this, then your future experience, it's just a consequence of this present moment, so it will always achieve your desire. But the problem is, most people, they're constantly thinking about these past experiences. So let's go with an example, so how this would work. So a past experience is you have no evidence of making money. So maybe this is your parents worrying about stress and bills. Everyone around you who maybe is poor, their general talk about money is like it's for people that are not them, for people that are better than them in a sense. So this is where you start. So all of your evidence in life from your parents, your friends at school, your friends' parents, your mentors, these people that you see as your peers. If you come from a poor background, then you are always going to learn this poor advice. You're not going to learn rich, wealthy advice from people who have never had that, because the cycle continues. Those older people are still from that same cycle of fear of money because they were taught that money is hard to get, money is hard to earn. Stress when bills are coming, looking in the bank, or even being scared to look at your banking app. This is all things that will lead to how you live your present moment. So then your present moment, your thoughts and actions, emotions and beliefs, well, these when we're talking about money, they're all based on fear, stress, hope, anxiety. These are all the things that you are feeling, when you are opening your banking app and you see, 20 CDs or a small amount of money. This is going to trigger this fear and this stress, anxiety, this hope, which is then going to keep you in this same mindset of that money is stressful, money is hard to get, I am fearful of making money, my self-worth of having money, I have no evidence of this. So then you are going to think in this way. So then the future is just the consequences of our present moment. Like I was saying before, all your future can ever be is consequences of your present moment. So if in the present moment you are fearful, stressing, hopeful, anxious about money and about how to make money and about your bills, all these things are making you stressed, then your thought of money is basically evil, negative. It's hard to get. People like me don't get it. I'm worthless compared to these rich people who are somehow lucky to make money, you know. These are the subconscious thoughts that are constantly happening in your brain. So that's going to lead to no money. No money is ever going to come to you when your present is stuck in the past. You understand? All you are ever going to do is these past experiences, you are just going to make them future experiences. In this present moment, you are going to waste it by living in the past, which will then bring the past into the future. And just a crazy cycle of your whole life is living in the past because you are living from these scripts that were written, when you are younger, your core memories, your traumas. These are the scripts that you are running your present moment off. Let's say somebody in front of you just came up to you and said, okay, I'm going to give you 1 million CDs. Your first reactions would be of like, why? Why? This is too good to be true. Why do I deserve this? Because your subconscious thinks you don't deserve it. So you need to get into a place where you either change your traumas and your core memories by, what I would do is before you go to bed, instead of maybe listening to music or watching movies, lay there in silence and think of maybe, your parents talking about how easy making money is, or your friends and everyone around you talking about money is easy, telling you that money is easy. You can rewrite it by thinking of these things, and eventually they will turn into core memories that you have implanted yourself. Or the easiest way, or maybe the hardest way, I don't know, it depends. Easiest for me, the hardest way for most people, I guess. To be in control of the present moment, to be in control of yourself. The only thing in life you can control is your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own beliefs, your own actions and your own reactions. And if you can fully get in control of this, everything else falls into place. Because if you can control these, then you can think to yourself, okay, so this fear, this stress, this anxiety that I'm getting towards money is coming because I have no evidence, but I can give myself evidence, or I can control myself, research and work out exactly what I need to do to make money. And that would be for these thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions to be positive about money. Money is easy. Money is a tool. Money is nothing to me. I can easily get it if I choose to. You need to be thinking these things. So then this fear, stress, hope, anxiety, this just turns to almost nothing. You don't even really get emotional when it comes to money. Or you get positive and happy thinking about it. But as long as it isn't negative, then you are going to be able to manifest it. And then when you've got in control of yourself, then you can choose what the consequences are going to be, which is your future. Because if you are controlling the right now, then you know, okay, I do this thing, then this thing is going to happen in the future. I do this thing, then this thing is going to happen in the future. The more you can control the way you think like this, the more you can control the future. The problem for most people is they start to do this for maybe 1 hour of the day, and then they slip back into autopilot. They slip back into the old version of themselves. That then slips back into the past experiences, which then slips back into the fear, stress, hope, and anxiety. And then they are manifesting the past experiences all over again. You hear people say this all the time. I'm an angry person, or I'm an unlucky person, or, these things. Women don't treat me right. People don't think this about me. This is all past experiences coming through in the present moment. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, speaking it into existence, You are speaking, because when you think these things, you are also speaking to yourself. So you are speaking these things into existence. I am not worth it. Maybe you are not saying these exact words, but there is things you are thinking to yourself when you see certain things. You see somebody with a nice car. You just think something like, oh, he's lucky. He's been given it by his parents. But what these really are, these thoughts, are low self-worth. Your self-worth is low, so you are having to justify why this person got these good things and you don't have them. Well, it's because they are lucky. It's because they were given it. Not because they work hard and they have managed to realize that they need to control themselves to then control the future. And you can't control yourself. That's the reality, but you need to justify it. Your ego needs to justify it to itself and say, this person is lucky. This person has been given everything. I'm unlucky. I have no self-worth because nothing good ever happens to me. And that's where you just are living in these past experiences that are teaching you that you have no self-worth. Then you are speaking it into existence. And as we say, the future is just a consequence of our present moment. If you are speaking the past in the present moment, then the consequence is going to be that the past experiences become the future experiences. Do you understand? So your net worth is a direct result of your self-worth. And by net worth, I don't just mean money. I mean any asset, wife, children, house, car, anything that is a positive in life and something that you have achieved is your net worth. And the people who have nothing is because of your self-worth. You have low self-worth, which means every other metric in your life is going to be low. Anything of worth in your life is not going to appear because you don't have worth in yourself. So I hope you can look at this and just realize that all we really have, the past and the future don't exist. The present moment exists. And whatever you do in this present moment will then make the future experience, which is a consequence of present moments, okay? The past, forget it, it's happened. You can't do anything about it. But the more you dwell on it, the more you're going to make it happen again in your future. Forget this, unless it was a good thing that you can learn from, then don't forget it, use it. But forget the bad experiences, forget the emotional experiences, forget the things that are telling you that you can't do something. Just because you have no evidence of something doesn't mean, when the day you went to school, you had no evidence of being able to finish school, but you finished school, you understand? You take it day by day. Ignore this evidence part of your subconscious past experiences that will keep coming to you saying, you don't have evidence, don't do this, it's scary, don't do this, it's an investment that might not work out, there's risk involved, don't do this because you have no experience of winning in this situation before. You need to ignore that and you need to make the evidence yourself by realizing that you control yourself, you control the present moment. The only things you can control in life is your thoughts, actions, emotions, beliefs, and your reactions. That's all you can control. And once you can control them 100% of the day, then, and only then, can you make your own future experiences, which are the consequences of the present moment. So I hope that makes sense, guys. And as always, please chase your dreams.